Only Bo and Comic Book Man can keep up with all this Marvel news. And here's some now.
Comics, it's a whole new world. We're here to make the introductions. Marvel News, episode 81. Drained of all deluxeness.
He's in the Fantastic Four, so you're going to do a Fantastic Spider-Man too?
No, just Avengers.
A Fabulous Fury Freak Brothers Spider-Man?
That would be cool. I'd buy that one.
Hey, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Marvel News.
Marvel News.
What number are we, Jeff?
81.
81?
The best news of them all, Marvel News, and this is number 81. And 81 is coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my Marvel comics are, have been, and always will be 15% off, the new ones, every day for everyone, even you.
Him?
Oh, our first story, you know, Spider-Man is amazing. He's spectacular. He's got webs. He's sensational. He's even just Spider-Man. But you know what? The one thing he hasn't been? He hasn't been avenging. And Marvel's going to fix that. Oh, Marvel's going to fix that with a crowbar and a wrench in the side of your head.
In one of our last updates, we told you that Joe Mandarino
Yes.
was working on a special project that involved a character he really loved. This week, Marvel said what that title is. It is The Avenging Spider-Man. He'll be drawing it. It'll be written by Zeb Wells. It starts in November. Now,
What's he avenging?
Well, the new series will show Spider-Man being a superhero all over the Marvel Universe.
That's amazing. What a bold new concept.
So he'll be hanging out with fellow Avengers. Now, the first arc of the series will feature Spider-Man and the Red Hulk taking on those ever-popular and really, really squishy guys, the Molloids.
The who?
The Molloids.
Molloids.
The Mole Man's little squishy-looking guys.
Oh, those guys. The yellow guys with the big white eyes.
Yeah, so the Molloids. And he's Wells said they probably do a Vulture arc as well. But
Moloids.
Molloids.
I don't understand.
Molloids.
He throws these terms at me. And sometimes I think he's actually talking about new stuff because he can't speak.
Molloids.
English is not his mother tongue.
Mole Man.
Yeah, Moloids. There you go, Molloid.
But maybe
you
they're
said Molloid.
There's no pronunciation.
Maybe they're Bob.
Bob would be a good
Bob.
5,000 Bobs. But the basic
Anyway.
deal was the fact that none of the stuff will be interfering with what goes on in the twice weekly Amazing Spider-Man book. And if anything happens in this new book that is cool, then Dan Slott he's more
Maybe
than welcome.
people will keep buying it.
He's more than welcome to use any of the stuff that they come up with in that book animated.
Great.
They should try Incontinent Spider-Man.
There you go, Hi, gang.
Incontinent
Stanley
Spider-Man.
here. Welcome to the Incontinent Spider-Man.
I've got to go.
I really have to.
I'll be right back.
Meanwhile, staying in the Spider-Man universe, Amazing is still coming out 3 times a month?
Twice a month.
Twice a month. And Jackal is back, baby. Big time.
Yes, in
back
the
to cackle.
issues of Amazing Spider-Man, the little infested story
Yes,
that
the
in the back
infested
of each
story.
issues, they revealed that Professor Miles Warren, otherwise known as
him.
Jackal,
Yes.
who's the guy who invented,
The
Ben Reilly,
clone.
clone of Glenn Spacey. He's the guy who's been doing all the secret stuff in the back, and his plan is to infest all the people in New York City with
what?
Spider-Man-style powers by way of bites of genetically engineered insects.
Oh, that's an incredibly stupid
So
plan.
basically, his plan is to give everyone in New York spider powers, which will no longer make Spider-Man.
That is an
unique.
incredibly stupid plan.
Sounds like genius to me.
Now that story will set up
I know, I'll turn everybody into Hulks. That'll be a great idea.
Hulks across America. Now that all leads into the 6-issue Humberto Ramos drawn Spider Island thing. Spider-Man 666, 667, blah, blah, blah. Then the first issue of the event, apparently we're going to see a major development in the life of Peter Parker that has been teased since Dan Slott took over as the sole writer. I don't know what that is, but basically you've got Spider-Man who is, let's say he's a member of the Future Foundation. He's a member of the Avengers. He's working at a laboratory. He's rich. He's coming up with all these little cool things, and at some point I guess he's got to break down.
How does he have enough hours in the day to do all
Well,
this?
that's going to be part of it. He's going to have to break down. Something's going to have to give.
Well, Bruce Wayne, one of the things you get away with Bruce Wayne and Batman is...
He only comes out at night.
Well, no. The thing that they more or less set up with Bruce Wayne and Batman is Batman isn't Bruce Wayne anymore. I mean, Batman is Batman 24/7.
Right,
Every once in a while, Christ, I have to take off the cowl and go to the board meeting. Fine. Okay, here, give me the pen. Okay, fine, I'm out of here. Bye. And he's out of there, and he's back to the cave. And that's it. There is no Bruce Wayne anymore. There's just Batman. If he's ever Bruce Wayne, it's because it's some sort of case that he's working on. Peter Parker, on the other hand, is not like that.
He has a life.
He has a life, which I guess is gone now because he's in every other book Marvel's doing.
He's all over the place.
And he's got a million different jobs.
So I guess something's got to give.
Anyway, in the cosmic side of the Marvel Universe, they did a miniseries called The Annihilators, which is coming back.
The Annihilator, yes, everyone's going, what are Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning doing with this Marvel cosmic thing? Because
Yes.
this is what they do.
That's
this
what they
is their
do.
little
That's their
niche
thing.
in the Marvel Universe is doing all the Marvel cosmic stuff. It'll be coming back in a new limited series called Annihilators Earthfall.
Oh, that's a miniseries?
It's a miniseries.
Okay, another
and
miniseries.
another miniseries. And what, you know what will happen?
What?
The Annihilators who've been hanging out in outer space all this time,
Yes.
they're going to show up on Earth
About time.
and meet the rest of the heroes and go,
About
we're here
time.
to do this. And the Earth heroes are going to go, what? You can't do that. And they're going to go, we're here to do this. And there's going to be this big, huge fight.
Oh, well, good. Okay.
Now, the main story will be drawn by Tan Eng Huat.
You got it.
That's his
Whatever.
And
he,
each
did,
issue,
he did some of the Thor.
and he also did the
Thor
last
series.
Annihilators thing. He did Thor of
Yeah.
Asgard or something
So-
like that. He'll also have a backup story drawn by Timothy Green, which will feature everyone's favorite characters, Rocket Raccoon
Rocket
and
Raccoon
Groot.
and Groot.
Everyone loves them. They're so cute.
And
They're so cute.
Meanwhile, over in Daredevil,
Well, no, in New Avengers.
in New Avengers, Daredevil,
Daredevil
He's
is
getting a new
going to
job.
join the
Jeff
New Avengers,
Lowe?
starting with issue number 16.
are they going to figure out his secret identity?
No. And everyone's still going,
Hey, Matt Murdock's an Avenger now.
we're thinking, they're going to go, weren't you evil? But what's going to happen is, during Fear itself, apparently the Worthy are going to attack.
Shadowland never happened.
Well, no, it still happened. The Fear itself, the Worthy are going to attack Avengers Mansion. Now, in Avengers Mansion happens to be Luke Cage and Jessica Jones' child, and Squirrel Girl. Well,
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl's not exactly going to be able to take on the Worthy, so Matt Murdock as Daredevil is going to show up and he's going to save the day, and they're going to ask him to become
Matt
a
Murdock
member.
can't exactly fight the Worthy either.
Well, he's going to come in and do something cool,
Yeah.
apparently. And they're going to ask him to be part of the Avengers. Now, we'll also see in the fall, remember that Daredevil End of Days limited series that
Yeah.
Bendis and David Mack are going to do with art by Klaus Janson, Bill Sienkiewicz, and Alex Malev?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be coming out in the fall. It would have come out earlier, but
Yeah.
they said that the events of what was going on in that limited series wouldn't exactly have meshed up with what was going on in Shadowland. And so now the book will be coming out in the fall.
Okay.
And it's going to look really, really good.
And the last story we've got involves Edgar Wright Burroughs' John Carter, Warlord of Mars. I know what you're saying. That's over at Dark Horse. Well, not for much longer, apparently.
Yeah. Marvel Entertainment and the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate have reached an agreement to adapt the John Carter novels. The first project is called John Carter, Princess of Mars, which is the
That's the
number
first
1
novel.
through 5,
That's the
yeah,
first
which starts in
Princess?
September
Princess of
2011.
John Carter, Princess
a
of
Princess of Mars. Yeah.
A Princess of Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reads like
That was- yeah, that was-
Well, he could be a Princess of
Right,
Mars.
that's all.
Have you seen the promo art? He could
why
be a
I'm
princess.
laughing.
He's a cross-dresser.
Now,
Have
the
you
fir-
seen? Have you ever seen?
All right, everybody.
Have you ever seen pictures of Deja Thoris? There isn't much there for him to put on.
Yeah,
besides
there's not a lot of
stuff.
clothes. You know, it's a
Not-
sarong,
Jack Carter.
it's a sarong and everything.
There's not a whole hell of a lot of clothes for him to put on if he's going to cross-dress.
My junk is clanking.
It's clunking. Now, the limited series, the first limited series will be done by Roger Langridge, who did Thor the Mighty Avenger, and he also works in the Muppets.
Yeah.
And drawn by one of your favorite artists, Felipe Andrade, who drew Onslaught Unleashed.
Oh.
You hated that movie. But the deal
Better
is,
just to kill the book now.
well, the deal is the fact that they're going to be able to adapt all the Burroughs novels,
Yeah,
and
there was a bunch
it'll
of
be officially considered series canon. So if there's stuff that was left out or something links you thought you didn't see that you go, weren't they connected? Marvel has been given the go ahead to connect all the links and stuff.
Now, I got to think that this has something to do with the fact that Pixar's doing John Carter, Warlord of Mars, which is owned by Disney, which also owns Marvel. So I got to think that somewhere in there, although the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate, is a totally separate entity, I got to think that Disney's in there someplace with it.
Yeah, and because actually this week the promo poster for the John Carter, which is not called Warlord of Mars, it's just called John Carter,
Yeah.
it popped up online, and so they're starting the promotion really early. They want to hook it up.
Now, do you know, is Dark Horse still going to have John Carter stuff? I mean, they've been doing a John Carter. Actually,
Dynamite.
no, Dynamite does John Carter, but Dark Horse has been doing reprints of the Marvel stuff and the DC stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
well, that's this. Hey, kids, this is what happens when the Seagulls and the Schusters get a hold of Superman. Okay, what's happening with John Carter? You've got Dark Horse doing the
this,
reprints, and you got
got
Dynamite
doing new
this,
stuff.
and now Marvel's doing stuff.
Right.
Just take out John Carter, put Superman's
Right,
name in there, and
right,
jump ahead
right.
10 years.
Who's
So,
got the rights?
well, I'm assuming that Dark Horse will still be able to reprint the stuff because they already have a signed contract. I'm assuming the Dynamite stuff will end at a certain point. That once that license is gone, then the only place you'll be able to see the John Carter stuff will be at Marvel.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how these things are going to sell in comic book shops. I mean, I would imagine that the plan is going to be to get these first 5 out, stick them in a trade, have them all over the place when the movie opens, have them all over the place when the DVD comes out, whatever, and just pump the living crap out of John Carter so people go, hey, he's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, if it's Pixar doing it,
Yeah.
they're gonna get that.
And
Anyway.
it's live action.
They're gonna get that anyway. Those guys know what they're doing.
Okay, and that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. No more Marvel news. You go to the store's website, check out all the Marvel news that this guy over here sends me, and that I post up on there. Hey, Bo. Where's the website?
Sarah knows all this stuff. I don't know why you keep asking me. She's not even here to answer.
Hey, maybe if I'm the only one who knows this, maybe it's time for a raise. www.myalternatereality.com. So what's that worth?
So, go to the store's website and check out all of the Marvel news that he sends me that I post up. And until next time, it's Comic Book Man
And Bo.
saying, bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.